Congressman, the White House says the case is closed on the signal controversy. They clearly want to move on. You've called for the ouster of Pete Hegseth as Secretary of Defense. Is the case closed for you?
Absolutely not, because they've done nothing to show the American public, and most importantly, our troops and intelligence professionals who risk their lives every day, they've done nothing to show that this will not happen again. This is a gross violation of the law, and it put American pilots in danger. It literally opened up where they will be and when over enemy targets so that those enemies might have shot them down. And the Secretary of Defense needs to make it clear how this will not happen again, because he expects everyone under his command to follow the laws that he grossly violated.
The Wall Street Journal is reporting that Mike Waltz, the National Security Advisor, has used Signal for other cabinet-level discussions, according to the Journal, including separate threads on how to broker peace between Russia and Ukraine, as well as military operations. I mean, what can you actually do? I mean, congressional investigations, is that even possible?
It's certainly possible if our Republican colleagues weren't total cowards and unafraid and so afraid to confront this administration. This puts American lives at risk. The troops are in danger because of this behavior. And so it absolutely has to stop. And to be clear, there are two major laws that putting these signal chats in service violate. The first is classified information. It's obvious that they're discussing classified materials, and this administration does not take government secrets seriously. But the second is these presidential records laws, where they have to maintain records of the decisions that they make. And this administration just is so lawless, it disregards those basic laws, and that's going to continue unless this is put to a stop.
If it's true, according to the Journal, that Waltz has done this before on policy discussions, I mean, if they are spitballing ideas on policy over Signal, is that okay? Is that skirting the records as well?
It depends on what the policy is, and I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know the exact rules for the White House where I've never served. But let's be clear: if they just want to discuss something that's in the open source, for example, I have talked to Mike Waltz about issues regarding Afghans. You know, we've worked on that issue in the past when he served here in Congress, and that's something that he and I have discussed, I'm sure, over Signal when he was serving here. But that's something that is already in unclassified, that's unclassified. Everyone knows that there are a lot of veterans working on getting our Afghan heroes out of Afghanistan, even though the Trump administration is now trying to put a stop to that. But anything about future operations, future decisions, that's classified. And there's good reason it's classified. And when you put it on an unclassified phone, in an unclassified space, on an app that is not cleared for classified information because it may have holes that allow our enemy to compromise it, there's a lot of ways in which this is very, very wrong and incredibly dangerous.
Is the Trump administration trying to stop getting Afghans who helped the United States in that long war, who served with U.S. forces out of Afghanistan? At the same time that they're trying to get Afrikaner farmers from South Africa specifically into the United States?
That's right. If you're a group of people with a racist history in South Africa, please come to the United States. But if you're people who put your lives on the line for our troops, keeping our troops safe, I mean, I might not be here today if not for what our translators did, in my case, in Iraq, then no, we don't want you to come. That's the message of this administration. They are eviscerating the refugee program. There are hundreds and hundreds of Afghans who have already been cleared to come here because they're heroes. Because they're heroes not just for Afghanistan, but for America. And that's why so many veterans, regardless of political background, are working to get these Afghans out of there, and the Trump administration is trying to stop it.
I mean, it's really remarkable. I was just reading this administration actually set up an office in South Africa to specifically try to fast-track white Afrikaners who formed the apartheid regime in South Africa to come here. They are making it as easy as possible. That's extraordinary that they are really actually stopping Afghans who served with U.S. forces.
It's incredible. History of racism, please come to America. History of heroic service alongside our troops, stay away. That's what this Trump administration is saying. And so for anyone who thinks that this administration upholds American values, for anyone who thinks that this administration is good for our troops or strong on national security, let's dispel those rumors pretty quickly here. This makes America look weak, both in terms of our troops, how we take care of them, how we take care of those who serve alongside us, and in terms of our values. I mean, it's really incredible, Anderson, how low this administration goes.
Congressman Moulton, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there is breaking news on the other side of the Capitol right now as Democrats nationwide are facing criticism about their own performance and what they are or are not